talk to us a little bit about what he's empowering Bowers to do here for the Marlins.
Yeah, sure. So president of business operations is the guy who runs all of the money-making ventures for a baseball team. So that's obviously corporate sponsorships, that's marketing, that involves the stadium, ticket sales, all that. He will be Derek Jeter's chief revenue guy, and he's reporting directly to Derek as CEO as well.
Talk about what he managed to do with the Warriors here as well, and what expertise he can bring to this role, particularly as far as corporate partnerships.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure if there's a professional team in the past 5 years that has done as well on the field or on the court as the Warriors have. And Bowers obviously is a part of that success. They have a new stadium coming in. He was part of the team that sold the $200+ million naming rights of that to JP Morgan Chase. And if you think about it from a marketing standpoint, look at who he had to market with at the Warriors. Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. There might not be a chief marketing officer in all of sports that has more to work with than the guy who works at the Warriors. So no question there's going to be quite a change from the office he's sitting in right now to the one he'll be in a couple weeks.
And in a town with a lot of money as well, a lot of enthusiastic corporate sponsors in the mix too.
Sure.
What about the environment in Miami? Are corporate partnerships going to be easy for this guy to find?
Yeah, maybe a little different than what you get in the Bay Area. Derek Jeter has made it clear that he wants corporate partnerships to be an important part of what they're going after in terms of growing revenue down in Miami. Obviously, there are a lot of companies down there. I would imagine that Chip's one of his first focuses is going to be at getting more corporate sponsorship, getting more advertisement, getting more relationships in the marketing world in and around the Marlins.
What about TV contracts there as well? Because currently they've got Fox Sports, and I know it runs for another 3 years, but
and then they have to renegotiate.
It's undervalued, though, isn't it?
And when there were groups that were looking at buying the Marlins, the sale process took a while, and it finished up towards the end of last year. They were all looking at that contract as one of the ways. This is a team that doesn't make a lot of money. In fact, it loses tens of millions in the past couple of years. But that TV contract is one of those things people are looking at and saying, you know what? Maybe we can change that up a little bit.
So I was explaining to Julia that Derek Jeter is royalty here in New York. I mean, he is loved by everyone. How's he seen in Miami? Because he made some moves that were not so popular. He cut a lot of costs. He let go of their biggest champion, right? The home run champion, Giancarlo Stanton. So he's done a couple of things that have ruffled feathers.
Yeah, it's been rough, I guess, might be the best word to describe the early part of his tenure. The previous owner, Jeffrey Loria, was not popular, obviously. And one of the reasons he was not popular is that he would consistently get rid of talent in cost-cutting measures. Derek took over, and he, on the face, did some of the similar kinds of things. Traded Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees of all teams, and he's one of the best young hitters in baseball, and folks were a little upset about that. But if you look at it from a business case, I mean, you kind of understand where Derek's coming from.
Yeah, he was paid $295 million for the next decade. The balance sheet loves him, even if no one else does.